So speaking of you and not being able to see, dude, how shitty would it be if you went to you went to go get your eyes checked? The doctor goes, so how many cocks am I holding up?
Well, first of all, that almost sounds like a plot of a porno. Second of all, I feel like if that's my eye doctor telling me, hey, how many cocks am I holding? I might either be in Mexico or a whorehouse, one of the two.
And funny enough, we're recording this during Spanish Heritage Month, or is it Mexican Heritage? Which one is it? You're the terrible Mexican. So
you're right, I am. But it's Hispanic Appreciation Month or something like that, I believe.
Okay, well, God's working on none of us. So,
well, again, I am a terrible Hispanic. I will admit that, and I will never deny that because it is true. It is.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna rephrase what I said. God is working on some of us, just not us too.
You got that right. He surpassed me a while ago. Going, he's probably fine.
All right, should we start?
I don't see why not. I feel like we've already got one started.
All right. Welcome, everybody. This is the dumbest podcast on your desk. My name is Manny McDoucherson.
And I'm Clayton Gegg.
And we are here to provide you with something that we didn't write down before. We are the Seinfeld of podcasts. A complete podcast about nothing, but something. I don't know. Hopefully you laugh.
Yeah, well, you know.
I know we do, obviously.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of them are probably like, who the fuck is Seinfeld and why is this supposed to be funny?
Oh, well, that demographic ain't fucking listening to us anyway, unless it's the kids of our friends.
Well, and that's still a possibility.
Yes, very much so.
But at any rate, thank you for your two listeners that we did accrue over this time.
Thank you for your titillage.
Titillating, yes, in fact, yes.
And you said I couldn't sound any whiter.
Hey, I'm just going to let it go.
Yeah, you fucking goddamn right you are.
You know what? I got to give it to you. You got me. Should have seen it coming, and I fucking didn't.
Oh, shit.
So, I believe we left off on the Black Dahlia here, Elizabeth Short. After she got kicked out of yet another fucking place.
Oh, I almost did the voice again.
No, you should have.
I mean, you still can. There's still time.
Very true. So, she got kicked out of one place, immediately moved into another place. At this point, she is aspiring to be an actress or a model. She's already been kicked out of numerous spots. She is now jumping from guy to guy, basically getting whatever she needs, food, clothes, money.
And also getting kicked out.
Nah, apparently, yeah. It just seems to be a pattern with her, and it's almost comical because it's like, on the outside people like you, but apparently you're just so unlikable that 2 weeks go by and they're just like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you think you just because you gave me some jewelry, I'm gonna just let you blow my back out? Fuck's wrong with you? I am a lady. I ain't just no whore.
And that clearly is part of the problem, that she isn't a whore, and that's why these males keep kicking her out, because she ain't putting out. And as you brought up in the last episode, I feel like it's kind of questionable with the one chick that she did move in with.
Yeah.
That suddenly wanted to move back home. I mean, Was there something going on there?
This is good and all, but I'm going back to my parents' crib.
Yeah, right. You know, and like probably on her way out the door, she's like, you can't lick a pussy anyway.
And then another thing she said was, I got one advice for you: trim your fingernails. Hey, Jesus Christ, trim your fingernails.
All of these are possibilities we do not know. We do not know.
And to be honest, thank God we don't know.
Some details you just don't need.
I concur.
So with all this in mind, she was falsely described as dressing provocative, though in reality she was actually known to be a fashionable, modest dresser. So again, I mean, these people are just really wanting to hate on her. You know, it's kind of hard to pinpoint why. But then again, I have my clues.
You know, you mentioning, I remember her name now. You mentioning her dressing provocatively made me think of Wanda Sykes and Pootie Tang. Like, you think just because I dress like this, I'm a prostitute? I'm just out here dancing. I'm just out here getting my groove on.
It has been so long since I've seen that, but I do, in fact, remember that. I was literally picturing it as you were saying it. Oh, my God, that is fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
Great movie. If you haven't seen it, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, no doubt. It is funny. It's a good movie.
If you're listening to this podcast and have not seen Pootie Tang, what are you doing?
And I will admit, though, I have seen it several times.
I mean, I understand it's been a while.
Well, yeah, it's been a while, but
too.
I will say this: the main character can at times be a little annoying to deal with throughout the movie, but still a good fucking movie.
I always assumed that was the point of the movie.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming so too. But I mean, really, like, still a good movie, but yeah, you know exactly what I mean.
Oh yeah,
he can be annoying. As far as that part goes for that,
dude, when he left that fucking bowl of milk for that woman outside of his hotel room, she was just all over him, just left her right at the door, and then just literally gave her a fucking little bowl of goddamn milk.
Like she was a fucking cat. Here's your saucer, bitch. Get out.
And then the fucking grin on her face after she saw that, she looked down, looked up, like this, and then I think she actually started fucking drinking that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Dude, it was a ridiculous part, man. It really, I need to actually watch it again too. Been a while, and again, you know, the character can be annoying, but I mean, overall, it's still a good movie. But back to where we actually are here, because we definitely drove off road there for a while.
Oh, that's the point. Well, that's my point.
Hey, you're not wrong. So Elizabeth was also said to dress in all black. Again, that was simply not true. In fact, she favored pinks and blues and other bright, brilliant, vivid colors. So quite the opposite of what she's being described here. So again, that kind of makes me wonder. I mean, like, how much do these people hate her to constantly make shit up? I mean, but then again, we don't also know the full extent of what she may be doing on her end, because some of this seems to be like this is all that happened kind of, you know, research, everything I've seen. So it's like, They were vague in a lot of parts, but they were like, that's how it happened.
Well, that's one big thing about the time period, and unfortunately, even now in 2023, is that she's a woman, and nobody, especially back then, fucking cared.
Well, I mean, back then I could see it, but I mean, people do care nowadays about women, and it's definitely a different time period than what it was then. So I kind of get it at a point, only because of the duration of time. Not because any of it was okay by any means.
Oh, of course not.
But yeah, I mean, so I understand, you know, she was supposed to be like a certain vision of a woman at that time period. You know, like, let's face it, back in those times, women were supposed to know their place. It doesn't make it right, but that's how it was.
Mm-hmm. Make America great again.
Oh, good God. you're really glad I still to this day cannot remember the email address that you physically said and still have not physically created, by the way. So if you guys want to waste your time, go ahead. Whatever the fuck email he says, go ahead, try.
It's your stories, dpoyd@gmail.com. And when I said make America great again, that's what the people who believe in making America great again believe in. Most of them. I'm not going to say all.
Man, he just wants Jimi Hendrix to come back, but he's dead. Not gonna happen.
I just want to smoke his ashes.
Wow. Okay. We are learning things.
Dude, can you imagine him and Bob Marley combine those two ashes, dude, I bet you get fucking high as shit.
You're probably not wrong. When they fucking cremated them, they probably did turn to resin.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You might not be wrong there. So on July 15th, 1947, a woman named Betty Bersinger was walking her 3-year-old in her stroller along west side of South Norton Ave between West 39th Street and Coliseum Street when she saw what she thought was a mannequin that had been broken in half laying in a vacant lot. And then upon closer inspection, she saw the mannequin to be very white and went to a nearby house to call the police. And although the police did show up quickly, the LA Examiner, which obviously scanned for cause, they ended up there first, and there was press all over already. So apparently a mannequin, as this woman thought it was such big news, and it must have been a boring-ass day, because the press were like, a mannequin, you say? Let's go.
Hey, look, it's the Onion News Van.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, it had to have been a very slow day if they're jumping like that for what they thought was a mannequin broken in half in a yard.
Hey, did you hear? There was a broken mannequin in somebody's yard. We got to go and check this out.
We got to be the first one on the air about this.
Breaking news. Hey, breaking news. Could I not sound more fucking white?
Folks, we have fun here.
Breaking news and Southern. God, I can't fucking do it. Just hearing the sound of my own voice fucking doing that voice is making me laugh too fucking goddamn hard. And I keep wanting to keep trying it, but I just know I'm going to keep laughing.
Man.
All right.
Okay, so the police calls, gets there and they're pushing the press out of the way, obviously. They're trying to get them out of the way. The examiners were already trying to as well, but I mean, it was these mannequins, man. They were stirring some shit up.
Hell yeah. Like, at that time, just seeing seeing a woman's bra was taboo. So seeing a female mannequin with no clothes on is whoo.
Especially one broken in half. I mean,
oh yeah,
the penny store must have been livid.
Oh my God!
So obviously, upon their arrival, they get the press out of the way. Now they're actually realizing this is not a fucking mannequin. This is literally a physical fucking female human being. And,
it's a corpse!
Definitely was.
Oh my God.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, man. I can't say nothing good about my dad. Actually, I could, but
Fair enough. You got a little extra money on that one, in case you didn't notice.
No, I thought that was me supposedly hitting the worst jackpot of all time.
No, we've already been down that road, and that jackpot was awful. All right, so like I said, they obviously figured out it was actually a woman, and she was, for one, severed in half at the waist.
Ooh.
Originally, when they got there, she was in a way more provocative situation, pose, as you will. So the killer, whoever had done this, literally put her bottom half basically by her mouth like she was literally eating herself.
Oh.
Yeah. So they did move the body themselves. Obviously, I'm assuming they took the actual original pictures if they were smart at the time. But I do know that after they reposed her, they did take other pictures. And, I mean, just seeing the pictures that I seen, and they were after they had reposed her. Wow. Gruesome scene, man. Gruesome scene.
A lot of blood?
That's the thing.
Oh,
She was
really?
actually drained of all of her blood prior to. Well, they assumed prior, and we'll get more into that in a little bit here. But she did seem drained of all of her blood, so there really was no blood stains. Possible another reason why this person really thought it was a mannequin, because there was really no blood. So again, they reposed her. They took more pictures. Again, I'm hoping. I'd never seen the original pictures, so I don't know if they even did it.
Doubt it.
Yeah, you might be right on that. I mean,
Anything's possible, but I doubt it.
So, yeah, clearly whatever had took place in between the whole like bouncing from guy to guy to this point here, whatever it was, had to have clearly been severe for somebody to sever her in half like this. And there's still more to it. They didn't just sever her in half. They also bludgeoned her with what they assumed was a hammer. So she had several deep contusions in her skull from being beaten.
Hammer time.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God.
I love that one. That was good.
I told you he was going to like that.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So they also found out that she basically almost had one entire breast severed completely off. They also gave her what they call a Glasgow smile. Not sure if you're familiar, but it's basically where they cut the corners of your mouth damn near all the way up to your ears.
Oh, like Joker.
Yes. Yes.
Whichever fucking Batman that was.
Yes, you are correct. But yeah.
Heath Ledger? Is that who that was?
Heath Ledger, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. indeed. And in my opinion, I mean, there's a lot of people that argue with me on it, but I do feel like he was literally easily top 3 Joker. Top 3 best Joker, in my opinion. I liked it. I liked the darkness he brought to the Joker. I did. I liked it.
You're not wrong. Oh, my God.
So, anyways, yeah, clearly, this was a way to really ridicule her. So that they definitely did feel from the start, obviously, that there was somebody close to her that had done this.
Oh, yeah, you don't get that close. Well, I ain't going to say you don't, but it's highly unlikely. Well, usually most murders are somebody that fucking, anyway, when it's something this brutal.
Oh,
it ain't
yeah.
just like usually some goddamn stranger unless they're doing it from a distance.
Oh, yeah. Again, I mean, for it to be that brutal, they usually do, and they're usually correct. I would say at least 8 out of 10 times, something this brutal is somebody close to the person.
For sure.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Lock your doors, kids.
Don't piss your mommy off, just saying.
Depend on when your mom was born. That actually might be true.
Hey, yeah, it could be. I know I lived with a very rough mom. But, then again, I was always a dick, so what do you expect?
It's like, all right, sir, we're going to start the exam. How many cocks am I holding up?
And it looped right back. Check it out, guys.
God. This is fucking terrible.
So at any rate, the autopsy also showed that she was beaten, and they used some kind of butcher knife on her in some of the slicings they did. But the autopsy shows that she was, in fact, alive during most of this for at least 2 days before she had finally died, which is part of the reason why it was never actually specified when she died, what the official time was, because they really are not sure.
And back then, I'm pretty sure it would be hard to determine after being completely drained of fucking blood to begin with.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I would think even now it might make it a little harder, but I think we have more technology that could help with that roadblock, you know?
Oh, for sure. And one for the doctor.
And I did it again. Look at this. So at any rate,
I'm glad you did that. Keep going.
So yeah, obviously, like I said, drained. Now, and again, like this is the thing that's really messed up to me because they did admit that they got there and moved her body, but now after they took the picture of the way they repositioned the body, now they make it a note that her organs were tucked under her buttocks and under her lower back where she was severed.
Okay.
But again, I mean, that's you telling us that you did that when you rearranged the body from the original way you seen it.
Yeah.
So that, did you guys kill her? Did you fucking kill her? You know, I don't know. To me, that was just a weird footnote, especially after seeing the way they, well, and again, I didn't see pictures, but the way they described the original way they found the body was like, yeah, obviously, if everything's tucked, you move the body, you tucked them.
Right. It's like, were they tucked like that before? What does the picture say?
Right, and that's the picture we don't have. Again, I've seen the pictures of what the ones they did take, that I know they took. So, I mean, to me, it's wild. Because I didn't mention the way the organs were with the original pose. They just mentioned how the original pose was and how degrading it was meant to be, obviously. And, yeah, at any rate.
My God, this is terrible. Will somebody please stop it?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. So, now with this horrendous murder, L.A. and Hollywood.
Horrendous.
Absolutely. So, obviously at this point, L.A., Hollywood, they are frantic, you know, because now this is devastating. Like, this kind of murder is unheard of any fucking where, to be honest. And now it's out of nowhere. You got some chick severed in half. Yeah, these cities are going crazy. Now, there's a definite manhunt immediately looking for this person, but they don't have much to go on at this point. You know what I mean? There was nobody that said they seen a fucking thing, you know?
Except for the woman who's like, there's a mannequin.
Well, to be fair, that was still a little more after the fact, but I like the direction you're going in. But yeah, so frantic manhunt going on. The police had interviewed shortly after that. I'm talking within weeks of this. Like, this is obviously an ongoing thing at this point because nobody has any clue. So within a couple weeks, they've already interviewed 1,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You don't get that kind of shit to happen today.
Right?
For real.
Yeah, they'll question like 2 people. All right, I don't know. We can't figure it out. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking people for sure.
Yeah.
Especially in this short amount of time. So it shows they were fucking immediately scared of this crime.
Oh, they definitely beat up at least. They beat the shit out of at least 30% of them.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
A good 300 of those dudes got their ass.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt if almost all of them, to be honest.
It's like, we know you did it, motherfucker.
Nightsticks are going.
Different time. Thank God my black ass wasn't around at that time. Oh God.
Oh yeah, different times for sure.
Dude, I'm in my 40s, and for real, at that time they probably still would have sent me off to fucking World War II.
Yeah, they're like, you're fine, get on out there.
Hell yeah, get your ass out there.
But no one seemed to fit the murderer through any of these interviews.
Coincidence?
I feel like it could be, to be honest with you. I do. I feel like it could be. But the police did say they have a strong suspicion that this was either a medical doctor or even a butcher. Whoa. Because of the precision of the cut.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the same.
That's funny. That's an NCIS episode.
Yeah. Good show.
Yes. Good episode, too. It was definitely unexpected.
Nice. I don't know if I've seen it. There's a chance I probably did.
Oh, yeah, well, it's NCIS. It's like the new fucking Law and Order where you've seen a bunch of them, but you realize as you're watching it, like, I don't think I've seen this episode. Oh, yeah, I have seen this episode.
Yep. Hey, yeah, that does happen a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah, they got fucking Hawaii now. Oh, my Jesus.
Really?
Yes. So they got DC.
I did not know that.
They got D.C., New Orleans, L.A. Actually, I didn't do that in order. It was D.C., L.A., then New Orleans, and now Hawaii. Now, I haven't checked out Hawaii because I really don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah, it's fucking Hawaii. You're just going to want to go on vacation watching that show.
Dude, I don't need to watch that show to
no
go
doubt.
on vacation.
I definitely want to go to Hawaii myself. But moving on. So, though there was a person of interest that was working in a funeral home prior to moving to L.A., they were unable to interview him because they weren't able to locate him. This new guy, you just...
Coincidence?
That's exactly where I'm going with this. Because, like, dude, okay, this is supposed to be like a tight niche area, community where they pretty much know who the fuck's in the community. You're telling me this new guy that you know is new, now all of a sudden you don't know where he's at? Like, if he lives in your community and he's new and everybody knows each other, somebody knows where he's at? So, I don't know. To me, that was kind of wild. And then...
Oh, God. When you start chuckling like that,
yeah.
it's either going to be really good or really terrible.
No. This is good and terrible. Good and terrible. Because...
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. You might want to hold on to that button. So after this guy, this detective, brings it out that, hey, we know who it is, or we think we know, we have a strong suspect. We just can't find him.
Oh, my God.
Nice. He then, like 2 days later, makes a statement that says, through all these people I've interviewed, and now... Okay, let me actually read it verbatim or whatever you fucking
verbatim.
Verbatim. I see. That's what I said.
Yeah, whatever you say, you terrible Mexican.
Okay, so he stated, "I didn't meet the killer in my interviews. There's no way he slipped by us."
Oh my God.
Exactly. Obviously, let me stop this real quick because you're telling me he's new to the area. Everybody knows he's new. You can't find him, but you didn't let him slip.
How did you not let him slip by you when you can't find him?
Right. And again, he's a new person to a tight niche community. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yep.
So he clearly says, we didn't let him slip by us.
But we didn't really look for him either.
Right. And apparently that was the end of his quote. But they had a suspect they couldn't locate, so seems like he clearly slipped away.
So no, he didn't get away from us. But I mean, he just got away from us. We didn't let him do it. He just got away from us.
He told us the ice cream truck was coming. We turned around and now the ice cream truck's gone, and so is he.
And I really wanted some ice cream. I was really looking forward to that Rocky Road. Even though ain't no Rocky Road gonna be on no ice cream truck. Well, actually, maybe. I don't know. Let me stop fucking shooting out of my ass. Actually, no. Let me just keep shooting out of my ass. Fuck it.
Just watch the aim, buddy. Watch the aim.
This is like, oh, dude, you have no idea the liquid diarrhea is atrocious.
Well, yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup. I think that says enough.
Nah, it's more like 2 cups, 1 toilet. What are the cups for?
So
He doesn't know how to use the 2 cups.
I believe it was seashells.
It was seashells.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
So this is interesting because,
Is it?
well,
Oh my god.
Had to do it.
My God, this is terrible. Will somebody please stop it?
okay, so the press is the one that actually gave Elizabeth the name Black Dahlia. It was a play on words of the Blue Dahlia, and the funny thing is, the Blue Dahlia wasn't a person, it was a nightclub.
Wow.
So I'm uncertain of the connection of the two and why the press wanted to put that together the way they did. It was never clear. I just thought it was kind of a fun fact that, it came from the press, and it wasn't even like a person involved that kind of gave them the idea for the name, the Black Dahlia.
So if somebody would have died somewhere near that fucking bar in Police Academy, they would have been called the Blue Oyster.
Maybe.
Wow. We're going to call this victim the Blue Oyster.
Was he a male? Absolutely not.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
So, let's talk about this. This is also very, very interesting to note. Now here comes a name that that we know of from earlier on.
Is it the Blue Oyster?
It should be with this guy. It really should be. So guess who was asked to come and identify Elizabeth's body?
Okay,
come on.
the Air Force lieutenant.
No.
The father?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Fucking Cleo douche come and clean my
Yes.
fucking house, and since you're not cleaning my house or cooking me food, get the fuck out. That fucking piece of
Depending
shit
on
father.
certain situations, possibly even more. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, the guy that walked out on his fucking family for 12 years and came back and was like, hey, baby, I'm back.
Yes, that awesome guy that has never done anything wrong. That guy. And obviously that was fucking sarcasm. The guy's a fucking asshole, all right?
I mean, I would hope so, because then you're turning me into a liar.
No, the guy's an absolute fucking asshole, that's for sure. So he was asked to come and identify Elizabeth's body, and he stated, I'm done with all of that. So basically, no, fuck you, I'm not doing it.
Wow.
Basically,
just another fucking, just another nail in the fucking coffin of his bullshit and of his daughter.
yeah, so yeah, he absolutely did not go identify the body. He never even showed up to whatever funeral they may have had for her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nothing. Didn't even care to comment on anything at all anytime anybody had asked, because by now this is like high in the news. So,
Yeah, ain't no shit.
Yeah, so people are fucking questioning shit. And yeah, they tried to interview him several times for news coverages or whatever, and he's like, I don't have a daughter. He literally said he doesn't have any kind of family whatsoever. That's not his daughter. He doesn't know what they're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, Father of the Year right there.
I'm glad you said it, because I sure shit was just about to.
Absolutely, man.
I nominate Cleo for the Father of the Year Award, 1947 edition.
It's fucking brutal, man. I mean, that is brutal right there. Your daughter was just brutally fucking murdered, and you're
fucking,
like,
and
what
fucking
daughter?
cut up.
What daughter?
Like cut up into pieces, put in the most ridiculous, provocative position
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, it's wild, man. And then on top of this,
Jesus, it gets even better.
oh yeah, do you remember her ex-fiance Gordon, the one that died in the plane crash?
Oh yeah, that was the one that I mentioned, the fiance
Yeah.
or the the lieutenant.
Yeah.
Air Force.
Yep. So his family denied their son ever being in any kind of relationship with her, or in fact even knowing her themselves.
Of course they did.
So I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but that's pretty wild right there. I mean, because at one point during the research, it seemed like his family was okay with her, like they had no issues with her. By any accounts, and then at the end here, they're just like, we don't know who the fuck she is. I don't know.
I mean, wouldn't there even be, of course, that time period, you could just burn a piece of paper and fucking make somebody kind of disappear.
Oh yeah, easily. I honestly, I think it might have something to do with the way she presented herself around all these guys shortly before she had been murdered.
Yeah.
So it might be something like that, like, the way she acted and the way she was always just guy to guy and this and that. They felt like it would shame their family if they knew her in any way in that sense, I guess.
Hey,
Time period and all,
But hey, she wasn't no basic bitch.
Oh, yeah, she definitely wasn't. And she didn't even die like a basic one either.
Yeah, ain't no shit.
So, honestly, that is the sad, tragic story of Elizabeth Short, a.k.a. the Black Dahlia. And to this day, still has not been solved.
AKA, I'm not a basic bitch. Just because you gave me some jewelry don't mean I'm gonna fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfucker, you can laugh as maniacally as you want to. That ain't gonna stir me. I ain't gonna fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. I mean, honestly, man, wild fucking story, man. Like, honestly, she didn't seem like she was the best of people herself.
Oh, well, I ain't gonna say for sure, but at the same time, it's just because, I mean, okay, she was a lazy woman in the 40s, which was kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
Now, granted, she did when did you say she was born in 1916? No, what couldn't have been 6? Maybe no. You said she was 6 in
1924.
24. So yeah, she barely made it into her early 20s.
Oh yeah, she was young.
Like she didn't get a chance to go. I'm gonna stop right there.
She probably did get a chance if that's where you're going with that.
Probably. But she didn't get. I was gonna say she didn't get a chance to experiment with drugs and whatnot. But
I'm sure she did. I mean, come on, she was living with models and actresses.
Hey, but they were no basic bitches.
Hey, come on, the dudes that she was like moving in with, or bouncing back and forth. I'm sure they enticed her with drugs, trying to get those pants off her. So I don't know, man. Like honestly.
The time when you could actually drink cocaine and Coca-Cola.
I feel like that was long done before then, wasn't it?
Before, I would think more like the 50s, maybe 60s. But I tell you right now, I did look this up. The Coke company was founded in 1919, so almost guaranteed.
Okay.
In that 30-year span,
you might be onto something then. Yes, absolutely. All right.
Everybody, if you drank Coca-Cola back then, you was high as a kite.
Hey, bring that Coke back, huh? We need that recipe back, guys.
Like make cocaine great again. Take the fentanyl out. Make cocaine great again. Oh my God! Tell us your cocaine stories at your stories dpoid@gmail.com because we will probably actually read some of your cocaine stories.
Oh yeah. Actually, any stories you guys want to write in, we will definitely read them as long as they don't fucking suck.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, well there still stands a chance, guys. There stands a chance.
if they
I'm not going to give you guys false hope.
Actually, yes.
I mean, I kind of started to, yeah. I was like, yeah, we're going to read all of them. No, we're not. We absolutely will not read all of them. But we will pick some to read. So there is that.
Oh, God, cocaine stories. Man, could you believe that? Funny enough, we could probably sit here and almost have an entire episode just on cocaine stories.
Oh, do I realize it? Yes, I
Yeah.
fucking realize it.
Yeah, that's, my God.
Dude.
It was a different time.
Yeah, yeah.
Way less fentanyl back then.
Yeah.
God. Thank God I stopped
Yeah.
doing cocaine at the right time.
And just mountains on plates, man. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, good times.
That was a good weekend. Don't do cocaine, kids. For real. There might be fentanyl in that
Oh,
shit.
yeah, nowadays you don't trust that shit.
Woo. Right. Not unless you're getting it directly from the Mexican cartel or mafia or whoever's bringing that shit up through Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, before somebody fucking steps on it in the United States.
Bound to happen.
Oh, it's bound to 100% chance. Once it makes it into somebody else's hands in the United States, it's getting fucking stepped on.
Oh, yeah.
And we
You're
need to
not
stop
wrong.
talking about cocaine.
You're not, right.
Oh, my God. Well, I don't know.
My God, this is terrible. Will somebody please stop it?
I was trying to. So, as I was saying before, I was really interrupted.
Oh my God.
What a basic bitch here.
Got that right. I'm very basic. I'm very basic, but I ain't no bitch. I ain't no bitch, but I'm very basic, but I ain't no bitch.
So yeah, Black Dahlia, man. Like honestly, that was really kind of a wild ride because, like, dude, even while I was trying to do the research, I was really trying to figure it out and see if I could come up with an idea myself. The only thing I could really agree with them on is it had to have been like a butcher or a doctor. So maybe that funeral parlor guy might have had the knowledge and know how to do that. I mean, yeah, dead body's still a body, you know, and he still works with them.
Did we talk about the Black Dahlia movie? I mean, I know we didn't talk about it on the episode, but I'm talking about just period in general.
I think it did get mentioned at one point, just the movie itself. So yeah, that was a while back ago, though, man.
Oh, well, of course, there was definitely a book, but I didn't realize that. Oh, no, that might be the same Black Dahlia. But I didn't realize that there was an actual movie because, I mean, there's obviously the Black Dahlia murder, the band who I don't generally listen to, but
Right.
like there's that, and then there's plenty of albums out there with the title either Black Dahlia or The Black Dahlia. And it just made me think somebody had to have made a movie about the Black Dahlia or something referencing the Black Dahlia. I mean, they made a movie about Typhoid fucking Mary being a fucking ghost in some institution or some shit,
Wow, they
which is
did.
really
They
fucking
did.
funny because I recently watched that fucking goddamn movie and they tried to say that she actually died in that institution when in real life she never died in an institution.
You see, they do that shit for dramatics, man. Like, you know, they got to, you know, otherwise nobody's gonna want to fucking watch it, you know. You got to pib a little with that shit, I guess. Apparently, I don't know.
You know what? I do. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think it would be interesting that Typhoid Mary could be considered the first female or one of the first female serial killer in the United States, just because she didn't wash her hands on a regular basis when she was cooking people's food. And she was always like, dude. Like, do you know anything about Typhoid Mary?
Very little.
Dude, it's wild. So she was a cook. She was always a cook.
Well, that part I didn't know.
Yeah, and wherever she cooked at, people would get sick, and then they would fire her. They would get better, and then she would move on to the next spot, and same thing fucking happened until they finally caught up to her, and then told her she could not be a cook for anybody for a long fucking time, and then she followed it. And then just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she just started cooking for people again.
And did they continue to get sick again?
Yes,
Oh, really.
It was just something. Either in her sweat or in her blood or something that it was typhoid. I guess she was just like a carrier, but wasn't developing, but wasn't developing
So like
symptoms.
atypical or
Asymptomatic. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, wow, I went dumb there for a second.
Dude, it's a fucking crazy. The Typhoid Mary story. I recommend whenever you have a chance to try to either listen or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then there's the weird movie about Typhoid Mary that's on Tubi. And I had watched it years ago. I've been trying to rewatch it. Now, I'm not saying the movie is completely terrible, but the beginning of it is kind of terrible enough that I keep falling asleep.
So it's terrible, but it gets slightly better if you can stay awake, is what you're saying?
Well, we'll see when I finally make it that far.
Okay, so we are unsure at this point.
Very much so. Very much so. Dude, I've been watching a shitload of fucking horror movies
Yeah,
lately.
dude, I like horror movies myself, so I watch a lot of them all the time anyways.
Man, you know what? I think we could probably just let this go here. Yeah, I think we could just...
You think I should go ahead and plug that solo one here?
Why are you asking me?
Because, it's...
Oh my God.
Exactly. So at any rate, I do have another podcast, guys.
Oh my God.
Shocking, I know.
Shocker.
Right now, it's only out on the audio.com, but my other show is called Tapping the Keg.
Wow, did you just struggle with that too?
I did kind of draw a blank for a half a second.
Oh my God.
I definitely did. My brain was just like, what are we doing again?
That's fucking awesome.
So, yes,
Can't remember
audio.com.
the name of two fucking podcasts that he is on.
Oh, man.
And lied through his teeth about it the first time when I called him out on it. At least this time he was truthful. Wow.
So, yes, audio.com, Tapping the Keg.
Yeah. Tap it.
And that podcast is a paranormal true crime podcast. So,
Ooh, speaking of paranormal, and I didn't realize that there was a paranormal TV show that apparently did a sit-in at the super old Lake County Jail in Crown Point, and I didn't realize that was a thing. Yeah, I didn't know that paranormal shit happened at that fucking.
that is something I actually did know, and I've been kind of wanting to check it out. But again, I don't exactly have the equipment I need for something like that.
Yeah, like never mind. I'm not gonna go there and call you out. Anyway, yeah. I got it. I want to say it's called Paranormal Encounters, but that might be the name of a paranormal movie that I watched over the last 2 weeks. When I figure that out, I know it's on Tubi. I'll let you know. And this is stuff that y'all really don't need to hear. So thank you for joining us. Like, we're literally having a fucking conversation just on microphones.
To be fair, though, I do watch a lot of paranormal stuff. I do like it, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, continue.
Okay, so that's it. This is this has been the dumbest podcast on your desk. I am screeching to a halt. I am Manny McDoucison, and
I'm Clayton Keg.
all right, it's been fun. I hope y'all had fun. I laugh, you laugh, everybody laugh, and we out.